Hello, everybody. Leon says hello as well. So as I said or pointed out or promised I would do in my last TikTok video, I have a TikTok to review which requires its own video. Indeed, it truly does. This video came to my attention because somebody that I know rather well forwarded it to me and was kind of surprised by what the Democrats were saying, what the Republicans were saying, actually it's just Trump, what Trump was saying in the video, and they wanted to use it kind of as a way of making me think a little bit more about my political leanings. I don't think it was actually that maliciously intended, but there's a lot of misinformation in the video that I thought we should address and that I would make a video about, even though it's not really my thing to make political videos on this channel, or at all. I think it's kind of necessary. So, here's the TikTok.
Do you support gay marriage?
No, Barack Obama nor I support redefining from a civil side what constitutes marriage.
I believe that marriage is the union between a man and a woman.
I believe that marriage is not just a bond, but a sacred bond between a man and a woman.
I'm all for guys that like men, but it's just not my thing.
Right. You really
I
like
never really understood that.
what? Guys that like guys?
Well, I think
Well,
it's
that's not
terrific
you.
if they're really into it, but, you know, and if I were into it, I'd be into it, but I like women. That's my definite preference.
Now, which one?
I will do everything in my power to protect our LGBTQ citizens.
So if Caitlyn Jenner were to walk into Trump Tower and want to use the bathroom, you would be fine with her using any bathroom she chooses.
That is correct.
So I do have a lot of problems with this video, and I think you can probably guess why. First of all, the video is relatively gaslighty, and by relatively, I mean extremely gaslighty. Not only are all of the interviews from many years ago, even the most recent videos of Trump from 2016 are not actually representative of his stance, and those quotes are being taken out of context. I'm not going to deal with the Hillary quotes because I don't care about Hillary generally, and she's never been the president of the United States. But if you look at the quotes from Biden and Obama, both of those are from 2008, and the one from Hillary is from 2004. That was a long time ago. The 2008 videos are 12 years old. I don't know many people who over the course of 12 years don't change at least something about their general beliefs, whether that be political beliefs, morality beliefs, societal beliefs, or, like in this example, their beliefs about gay marriage, their stance on gay marriage. Even going into a little bit more detail, Obama's beliefs about gay marriage have changed drastically over the last 20 years, which there is plenty of evidence for via interviews. Especially during his presidency, Obama changed his stance on gay marriage. At the start of his presidency, he was not for gay marriage, and by the end of it, he was the president who had done the most for gay rights in the history of the United States. Not only did he legalize gay marriage, but he also got rid of Don't Ask, Don't Tell, and brought many trans rights into the forefront of the political system in the United States. People are actually talking about it now, which is not something any other president has done. He's also the first president to actually talk about gay marriage and say things like, "I support gay marriage." So it's really not at all representative of him and his beliefs to bring up an interview from 2008 where he said that he wasn't in favor of gay marriage. Frankly, not a lot of people in the US were in favor of gay marriage in 2008. Our LGBT community has come a long way in the past 12 years. And in that same vein, Biden's beliefs have changed a lot about gay marriage as well. Again, the interview shown in this TikTok is from 2008. Right now, like today, Biden is an avid supporter of gay marriage and LGBT rights. Recently, the Supreme Court ruled for LGBT protections in the workplace, meaning that people who are LGBT+ cannot be fired for their sexual orientation or gender or anything like that. And Biden literally said it was a momentous step forward for our country and continued to say that the story of our nation is one of a relentless march toward greater justice and greater equality for all people. Today, the Supreme Court has confirmed the simple but profoundly American idea that every human being should be treated with respect and dignity, that everyone should be able to live openly, proudly, as their true selves without fear. That's monumental. That is huge. And I'm not going to, just like I don't think anybody should, hold an interview from 2008 against this man when he's outright showing his support for the LGBT plus community and celebrating the fact that we now have workplace rights. That's amazing. That's huge. And now we're brought to the Trump interviews. The first one, which is from 1998. 1998. 22 years. So if Obama and Biden can change their positions over 12 years, how much do you think somebody can change their position over 22 years? This is the biggest example of gaslighting in this entire video, is that this girl says that he's always supported gay marriage and gay people. Look, 22 years ago he said he supported it. Not at all taking into consideration everything him and his administration has done against the LGBT community just in the past 4 years. This is a quote. Trump called same-sex marriage settled law shortly after taking office, but he also promised to seriously consider a Supreme Court justice who would once again outlaw this constitutional right. That's from a New York Times article that I will link in the description of this video. In layman's terms, that's him saying that he wants to repeal same-sex marriage, that he doesn't want gay people to be able to get married anymore, that he wants to take away that basic human right of being able to marry somebody that you love from people who are LGBT+. That's tough. Absolutely tough. Not only is he a president that wants to get rid of gay marriage, something that was brought in during Obama's presidency, the one which Biden was the vice president for and completely supportive of gay marriage during. But his administration has also been doing horrible things for the LGBT community since day one that he was in office. Literally, the first day he was in office, the LGBT page on the White House's website was taken down. And recently, I think this was last week, they took away trans people's rights to get medical care when they go into hospitals. Any hospital can now deny a trans person medical care for any injury or ailment just because that person is trans. That is taking away a basic human right to be happy and healthy and alive. That's ridiculous. That is not okay. Also, in June 2015, which if you didn't know is before 2016 when this rally took place, he said that he was in support of traditional marriage when asked directly about it. So him saying that he supports his LGBT Americans in this clip is not actually representative of him just generally supporting gay people. If you didn't know, this is taken from a rally that happened shortly after the Pulse nightclub shooting where 50 LGBT people were murdered in cold blood. There is no way that any person running to be president wouldn't make a statement in support of the LGBT community shortly after a bunch of LGBT people had been murdered. And also, this quote that she plays in the TikTok is not representative of his entire statement. It's not even the full quote. The full quote ends with, "I'm going to protect LGBT Americans from an Islamic terrorist," because his whole position has been against Muslims and against Islam in general, and more specifically, Islamic terrorists. Those are his words. So it's not even his full quote that she's showing in this video, in this TikTok. That is the definition of gaslighting, is taking away his entire statement and warping his words to say something completely different, to mess us up. That's not fair, and it's not representative, and it's not okay. I have many problems with this TikTok, and I have so many problems with this entire presidency, honestly. I feel harebrained, and I feel like I look like the aliens guy. I know I've been a little bit more angry in this video than normal and a little bit more rant-y than normal, and I hope that you won't hold that against me. I wanted to put these clips into perspective because, like I said, somebody showed this video to me and believed every single word that this girl put in the video. And they're all wrong. And it's not okay to just tell people lies all the time when they're so easily refutable, especially. If you're somebody who watches this TikTok or has seen TikToks like this that say, oh, Trump is really great for the LGBT community and here's why, I highly encourage you to do your own research or to ask me questions in the comments below because I'm not well versed on many things, but I am very well versed on LGBT rights and the state of LGBT relations in the US and around the world. It's kind of the only thing I care about, if I'm being honest. That and taking my socks off underneath the desk that I'm sitting at and leaving them for my husband to find later when he sweeps up the house. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm so sorry.
Do you have a problem?
I don't know. This is just what I do. They're literally off right now. I'm so sorry. I think I just get warm and my feet are the warmest spot.
If only Trump was as easy to get rid of as your socks.
Just slowly slide them off underneath the table. I have such a headache. Now, I'm so sorry that I got so angry, but really, I'm not. Even at the most basic level, this video is complete and total bullshit. Please look into things yourself and decide what you believe and who you're going to trust with what you believe, whose words you're going to trust, and more importantly than their words, whose actions you're going to trust. If you want to visit Joe Biden's website, go to joebiden.com/LGBTQ. You can read his entire LGBT policy there. It's like 20-something pages long. It's huge. He actually has a plan for what he wants to do with LGBT, problems in the US. Trump doesn't have a page about LGBT on his website. Surprise, surprise. I know that a lot of people don't support Biden, and I think that's totally fine. He's not my first choice for president. I wanted Bernie. However, if your choices are between Biden and Trump, and something that is important to you is LGBT rights, I don't think you can really make the case to say that it's better to vote for Trump than for Biden in this way, or because of these things. I'd like to be able to go to the hospital and marry whoever I want to, and be able to go into bathrooms and not be put into mental institutions because of my sexual orientation. All these kinds of things. I'd like to not have electroshock therapy or conversion therapy. By the way, Trump's vice president was a really big proponent of conversion therapy in Indiana. Mike Pence, he's a horrible person. I don't support him. I never will. I hate him so much. Do your own research. Don't just listen to me, but also listen to me, not this girl on TikTok. That's all I have to say. I hope you enjoyed this video, enjoyed my rant. If you did, leave a like, let me know, and I'll rant some more about how much I don't like Trump and his administration, and hopefully we can get him kicked out of office as soon as possible. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel. See you next time. No, you can't do it.